In the first two episodes of this series about the Hull and Hornsea line, we started at Hornsea Town Station and visited the first four stations as you move towards Hull. In this fifth episode, we arrive at Whitedale Station. Fifth, we have Whitedale Station, serving the villages of Rise and Withenwick. Whitedale Station opened on the 28th of March 1864. It was closed just over 100 years later on the 19th of October 1964 and closed to goods on the 3rd of May 1965. Whitedale Station, platforms slightly out of sync with each other. I think there were various changes took place on them over the years as a second line was added. Another lovely, well-preserved platform. It's now Dawn's turn to walk on an old platform.
See part of the other one there. Wall on this side.
You can see the other platform through the foliage there. And more clearly here where the foliage has been cleared away. Built at different times, these platforms, as I say, when it was changed from a single track to a double track line in the early 1900s. So you can see the up platform here, that's the one that takes you off towards Hull in that direction, tapering off here. Whereas the down platform, taking you on towards Hornsea, carries on another few yards in this direction. As I say, slightly out of sync with each other. And the bonus of a further platform back here, this has got to be a goods platform. Slightly larger stone here. Taking us off to the goods siding in that direction. And if we're here in 1891, this is where we would have been on this old OS map. Let's investigate this.
See over the other side.
It really is amazing to think of all of this infrastructure still intact over 50 years since it closed. And we're fortunate to have this photo from 1978 which shows the goods yard, the weighing station there and the goods shed just to its right in its final days before its demise. If you're enjoying the content on this video, please consider giving it a like.
And if you'd like to consider subscribing, it's absolutely free.
We're a new channel on YouTube looking to expand and bringing you videos about all types of history. And although today we're just walking over some overgrown old stones, back in the day this actually transformed the East Riding of Yorkshire and the Holderness Plain. Farmers could bring their goods to stations such as Whitedale within 20 minutes to be in the centre of Hull, and from there could be exported all around the UK, fresh produce into the shops, into people's homes within 24 hours of coming off the farm. So this really revolutionised the area in terms of its commerce and its links to the rest of the country. So here you can see the very edge of the goods platform. Docking here where goods would have been loaded straight onto wagons where cattle, other agricultural goods would have been taken that way towards Hornsea, or more likely shunted and back towards Hull and the rest of the UK. Edging there, just about falling into the old track bed there, courtesy of this tree. Wonder what stories this fence post could tell of action here across the decades. Well, one sad tale it could tell was of an incident in December 1890 where the body of a man was found by the track between Burton Constable and Whitedale. The body was brought along the line to this very station, Whitedale, where a doctor was summoned from Aldborough and he pronounced the man dead. An inquest was held 2 days later at Whitedale Station. The deceased was identified as Stephen Bennett, a 58-year-old man from Hull who acted as a verger at St Thomas's Church. This is a mystery that was never resolved. The man was a native of Hornsea, he knew this line well, he'd actually asked the guard at Sigglesthorne if they'd reached Hull Paragon yet, but surely he would have known, being a regular user of the line. Eventually there was not enough evidence to show how he'd fallen from the railway carriage and an open verdict was concluded. And we can get to the docking area because the footpath is reasonably clear here. There we go. Still in really good nick that, apart from this side, where somebody's helpfully put a cone to warn us that that stone might fall off at any point. I think the tree's going to win that battle, don't you? Apart from that, all this stonework still in lovely, lovely condition. More fence posts here from the edge of the goods siding. In the years the station was operational, it had timber waiting shelters on both the up and down platforms. The station sign had become very degraded in this visit in 1978, but happily it's now been preserved in the Hornsea Folk Museum. Quiz question for you, Dom. What was the name of the station master here about 100 years ago?
Don't know.
Mr. Train. If ever there was a case of nominative determinism, that was it. In fact, his father was a station master too, Hornsea Town Station, under Mr. Train. And how proud and respectable Mr. Train and his family look on this photograph. Looks as if it's from the time before the First World War. Here is a later photograph, and also if you go on the Withenwick Village website you'll see other pictures of the railway in operation, including in the signal box. You can see the old station clock there, not if it's the original one. And as a final treat here at Whitedale Station, we're going to visit the coal drops. Like many stations on this line, Whitedale had a very small catchment area, just 1,200 people in 1911, so it was mainly used for the transportment of goods, including coal, as we can see from these coal drops. Somewhat obscured by the foliage, but this is what they look like in winter time when there is a clearer view of them. Yes, with this being such a rural area, most of the 6,000 odd tickets sold during 1911 would be for people on agricultural business rather than passengers. Nice edging to them here as well, and the track beds. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the retaining wall behind, still in very good condition there. And the old gate to the goods yard here, a little bit still remaining, very substantial hinge there. That probably is the old gate. Look at the state of the wood. A bit of metal plate there, just visible next to where the level crossing would have been, and there's Dawn. And there's the station. So I hope you like this style of railway line exploration, where we look at the physical evidence we can find on the ground, but also delve into the archives of the people who experience life in and around these railway stations and along these old disused railway lines.
So we hope you can join us next time, where every journey begins with a path to the past.